Now we're going to talk about filling the frame. So this is a pretty straightforward concept. When there's so much going on in an image, it can be really distracting from what you're trying to communicate. It can be distracting from your subject. So when that's happening, get closer. Fill the frame of your camera with your subject. So, what I like to think about is what is attracting me to a specific scene, and then I get closer to that. Now, if you're feeling like, well, you're not sure, the beauty about working in digital is that you can take multiple photos. So take a photo from your initial spot, right? Kind of like the Angles project, where you started off with, okay, this is what I would usually do, and then you start looking for those different angles. Well, in this case, get closer to your subject so you can get rid of all of those background distractions and really get your viewers to look right at what you want them to see. So let's look at an example. Let's see. All right, so first off, this was I was sitting at a gallery that I'm a part of, and there was this really cool hourglass, and I wanted to take a photograph of it. But when I took a photo of it, there's just so much going on. We have all of this happening, this background stuff, all of this foreground stuff, and it has nothing to do with the hourglass. It has nothing to do with what excited me enough to take a photo. So instead of just taking this overall photo, you get closer and keep getting closer until you get what you want. So this is the final image I ended up with. You can see how close I really got, and you don't even know where it's being taken at anymore, because that's not important. It wasn't important that I was at that gallery. All that was important was my object and what attracted me to it. And so I got close enough in so we can actually see the little grains of sand falling through. Now, speaking of grain, as we're looking at this photo, I'm sure you've noticed that there is quite a bit of grain and noise in here. So, quick quiz, what caused this? Okay, so if you said using a high ISO, you're correct. I was indoors, there wasn't very strong light, so I didn't have a tripod to slow down my shutter speed, so therefore I had to switch to a higher ISO, which created a whole bunch of grain. Now, we're looking at a subject that deals with grains of sand, so does it work? I don't know, I think it kind of does. Some of this banding kind of bothers me, but whatever. But anyways, so that's it. Really, whatever is exciting you enough to take a photo of it, get closer to that thing, and your photos will be better.